call, right? If you didn't go to the event and you're like, oh, they're just going to be talking about the event that I didn't go to, we're going to be going over our biggest takeaways and what we learned and why you guys should be implementing that as well. So the point of this is to share with the people who maybe didn't make it to the event, one, why it's important to go, but also some of the biggest takeaways that we learned. So that way we're sharing that with you, even if you didn't get to go, and you can implement that stuff into your business moving forward. So if you're like, oh, this is going to be lame because they're just going to talk about something that I wasn't at, that's why we're talking about it. So we can bring the people that were at the event to share with the people that were not at the event the stuff that we learned and really bring that back to the team, because that's what we are supposed to be doing, is sharing that knowledge with everybody so that everybody can get better. So stay on the call, you guys. I'd grab your notepads out. These guys are going to be doing everything they can to share everything that they learned, which is super awesome. So Des, we'll start with you. What was your what was something that you felt like you really took away from the event, or that you learned that you couldn't have learned if you just like if you only were on Zoom? Like, why was it so important for you to be in person?
Yeah, there's a ton of things, and I've been to a lot of Family First Life events, but what really hit me this time is, again, this is a virtual sales thing, right? We're all on Zoom, but when you get in person and you get to meet Haley in person, or Jenna, or Crystal, or Michelle, it brings a like an instant connection. Or even like Alex Wagner. It was so cool. We were hanging out and now we see each other on Zoom, and now we're more able to like collaborate. She's more open to ask me questions and stuff. But outside of that, you get hundreds of people on stage sharing information that could take you and your business to the next level. Free information to 2x, 3x your business. And I think too, if you guys all come from different sales organizations, conventions or conferences cost thousands of dollars, and Family First Life gave it to you all for free. And so there's a ton of different things, but what really stood out to me is seeing normal people with the same license as me making a ton of money, sharing that information and wanting to see other people take it to the next levels too. So that, in a nutshell, it was just completely life changing.
Yeah, and you brought a big team with you, got some brand new people to their first event. Um, do you feel like that made the opportunity like more real for them?
Yeah, and if it's okay, I was gonna ask Haley Burke on here, who she's a
Bring her
single
on.
mom. There she is. She got $1,000 lead voucher and she instantly started crying. So Haley, if you want to share just a couple things of what you took away when we finally met in person and the moment you got that. Again, we had a CEO give thousands and thousands of dollars of free lead vouchers. So to see you in person and for you to instantly start crying and sharing like what you took away was very touching. So go ahead and share what you experienced.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna cry again. So yeah, I'm a single mom of three kids. I don't have help with my kids. It's just me and them here all day, every day. Um, so to get out there and to see and to hear that there were other moms that were in my spot before and now they're making thousands and thousands of dollars, it made it so much more real to me that I could actually do that and be more than just the single mom. And didn't have a lot of money coming into this. Like I had to scrape and claw my way just to get licensed. So when I got that $1,000 lead voucher, I did just start crying because it was like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be at. So it was just amazing, and I'm thankful to be here.
Yeah.
I love that girl so much. Do you I know there's a ton of speakers on stage, but do you remember like who your favorite speaker was and like one thing that you learned from them that you can share with other new agents?
Really, there was two. Jonna, one of the Hall of Famers, where had four kids, and I really loved her, just her story. But John Pineda, I love his energy. We talked for a little while afterwards, and he's really just poured into me since then over Instagram. Just little nuggets that I can take away, and I've I have a hard time with confidence and feeling confident, especially over the phone with people like I am the professional here. So he has just really poured into me and helped me see that I can do this. I have the confidence in myself, and even when I don't feel like it, I have to tell myself that I am.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about that too, where like mindset is really truly one of the biggest things. So when you get there and maybe you don't believe in the business and you see how much other people believe in it and how much other people believe in you, that helps you be able to believe in yourself. And I think that's awesome.
Thank you.
So great job, girl. It was super awesome to meet you. Have you already used your lead voucher?
I used half of it today.
Let's go, girl. Des, anything else to add on to that? What's something new that you learned? Because I think that's super important to always be growing. You've been in the business like 3 years now. What's something that prior to this event you did not know or were not familiar with?
Yeah, so I think I knew it, but it didn't really hit me till I was there because a lot of people are attracted to this industry because of money, right? So life insurance is financial services. Financial services creates the most millionaires in America. You could sell a policy, make $1,000. So it's typically like money, money, leaderboards. But when I was there, Sean and everybody on stage it was really calling to me that it doesn't necessarily, the leaderboards are important, but the amount of people that you could impact from, because we're trying to beat poverty. Some people need 2, 3, 4 jobs just to get by. But if you introduce this industry to other people who are begging for an opportunity like this, like Haley, look, she's able to call people with her kid on her lap and sell a couple policies while they're climbing all over her. We just need to spread the word. People, we don't need a fancy degree. We just need to get out there and share this opportunity to people because the right people will stay. And you say this a lot too. You can never say the wrong thing to the right person. So it really pushed me to be like, I'm taking this too casually and I need to let everyone know that they could get their license at a fraction of a price for like people will have a bunch of college degrees and not even use their degree. So get licensed for a couple $100. We pay for your coursework. What's the worst thing that could happen? Right. So that really, really stood out to me is just making an impact in other people's lives.
So what you're saying is we need to recruit more because we're kind of sucking it up right now and we need to step up our game. What
100%.
that's what I'm hearing, Des.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks so much. Dom, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, Dom. So this is super. You're already in the area, right? So you didn't have to travel in. You're already in the office. You could have chose to stay in the office in Boca and not make the 30-minute drive to Palm Beach, but you got all your guys out of the office into this event. What was something that was a huge takeaway for you?
I think the biggest takeaway was just realizing what's possible. It's like the opportunity wasn't different 2 days ago. It's not going to be different tomorrow. It wasn't any different today. It's just a matter of how much of it are you willing to take. So I think it was also good because being in an environment like the office or even just on Zoom, you get into a small mindset of like what is possible is what you're seeing every day,
Yeah.
right? So it's like taking a fish out of a pond and tossing it in the ocean. It's like, oh shoot, like there's some sharks here. Like there's people that are truly, truly crushing it. And it reminds you of what that ceiling really looks like. And there is no ceiling. So it was great to get people out of their comfortable environment, getting to meet other people who are crushing it and kind of allowing them to believe in themselves more.
Yeah, Dom, I love that because it's kind of true because if you're just hanging out, and this just goes to also like who you surround yourself with, right? Like if you're just hanging out with people all the time and we're all doing 10, 15K, you feel like you're doing good and everything's fine and everyone's paying their bills, but then you go to an event like this and you're like, dude, there's people doing 40, 50, 60, 70. Like it makes you believe bigger than what you're doing.
Exactly. And I will say my favorite speakers as well were Des and Nicole because they really I know social media is important. I understand it's important, but I haven't been doing it. So it's like they really showed me that like it's a long-term plan in a sense. It's not an overnight success. It's just putting the effort in every single day and you start to see the results stack up after weeks or months of posting, getting the word out there. And that's what I plan to do. I'm tired of saying I'm going to do it. I'm actually going to do it now. So it was a big kick I needed.
Yeah, and coming back on Monday, did you see more people in the office today working harder, or how was that effect?
Oh yeah, it's an instant result. And the one thing is it always is. It's just a matter of how long can you make it last? Because motivation is very quick. It's very quick to boost that flame, throw some gasoline on it. But are you going to let it last? Are you going to stay determined when you don't have that great day? When you're like, oh shoot, I thought I was going to make more today, whatever. So it's got to make you last the rest of the year at the very least, because that's when convention is. So staying disciplined, realizing once again that it doesn't change, the opportunity doesn't change next week, week after. It's always going to be the same, but how much are you willing to do?
Yeah, I love that. Thanks, Dom. All right. Crystal Clark, can you hear me?
Yes.
So, Crystal, this was not your first event.
Well, I've been to one lock-in and then this was
Okay.
my first, yeah,
So
my
the
first,
first conference, second
yeah,
lock-in.
yeah.
Okay, now you have been doing this with us for 3-ish months.
Yes.
Okay, Crystal, we're gonna be straight up right now, okay? This one is
Yeah.
near and dear to my heart. So you have been doing this for 3 months, and this is gonna speak really loudly to our new agents who have been here a couple weeks and they, maybe you're not seeing the results. Crystal has been grinding you guys for 3 months, gone to a couple lock-ins. This is her first event. She still flew out here and she hadn't made a sale yet. And then this last weekend, you made your first sale. So what I want to hear from you, I want to hear about the event, what your biggest takeaway was. But what I really want to know, Crystal, is because a lot of people that had been grinding and showing up the way that you've been grinding and showing up for 90 days and didn't have a sale, they would have quit. So why did you not quit?
Oh, that's a good question. So I just kept seeing all you guys. I just kept thinking, they kept saying, keep doing it, don't give up. So just there's so many inspiring and motivational people on this team, and so many. That's my biggest takeaway also from this lock-in is the support you guys have. So basically, you guys believing in me because I couldn't hardly believe in myself as much as you guys believed in me, I feel. So thank you guys all for that. And yeah, it was hard, but I was that close to thinking I was gonna give up, but thank gosh I didn't. I'm so thankful I didn't, and I'm so glad I'm here, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds. And you guys are all so great. Thank you.
So what did that first sale feel like?
Unbelievable. It was just like hours before we were about to be done too. It was like the day was almost over. It was insane. I was emotional. I was a hot mess. I couldn't believe it. So I was so grateful. Yeah, it was great. I'm so happy.
That's
I'm
awesome. Well,
so
we're so proud of you, and I think that's so important because, guys, the only way that you fail this business is if you give up, right? And your journey's not the same as everybody's, right, Crystal? Like you don't, you're kind of looking around and you're comparing yourself to other people, and it's like you have your own journey here. If it takes you 3 months and it takes another agent one day and it takes the next agent 6 months, and it's like the only way that you fail is if you give up. So I'm so proud of you because you didn't give up, and everyone's so excited for you. What was something from, oh, Jenna said it took Jenna 3 months too, right? So everyone's journey, I think you see people in their journey where they're at today and you think, oh my goodness, they're so amazing. And it's like, you don't know what they went through at the beginning. So I'm just super proud of you that you're still here. You're doing this
happy.
thing. You're going to kill it this week. What's something at the actual conference, maybe like your favorite speaker or something that you really learned or something that you really took away from that day at the conference?
Just seeing everybody up there talking, the up and coming people, even on the team here, Jonna, she's up there, and she's not even been here that long. And just knowing that all that is possible was great. So it was very motivating. It was a very cool experience. I'm so glad I was there. I about didn't make it. So thankful that I got to be there, and all of it was great.
Well, we love that. And we're super proud of you, girl. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody.
Of course. And she's going to keep crushing it, you guys. But that's what's so important is, like I said, if you're in a place right now where you're like, I had a bad dial day, or maybe you had a bad dial week, or maybe you're having a bad dial month, like it's okay. Your journey's different. And if you just keep pushing through, you can't fail. So I'm really, really excited. Where's Diggs? Diggs, can you hear me?
Yes, I do. I hear you.
Diggs, this was a huge event for you.
Amazing.
Talk to us about it.
This event I started promoting last October. So, and I know I've been on this call a few times and I told people months ago, you need to have people there. You need to have people there. Because it's huge, guys. Like right now it's October, right? So we still have time to go to the convention with a bunch of people because it makes a huge difference because I don't have to talk that much to my people right now because they're on fire, right? So our team had about 300 people in there. And it wasn't because I told them, "Hey, you need to be at Ignite." No, it was because I was talking about it for 12 months. And then at the end I was just like going crazy with people like you have to be there, and it's the power of the opportunity, right? And the unity and the culture and all of that together. When you get inside that room, when I got in there, it's like my superpower came on me. Like I'm like anyone that's on this room right now, like sitting here, anyone, it's gonna, if they listen, like I was sitting on the front row and I didn't move. I wanted to go to the bathroom and I would not get up. I wouldn't get up the entire time. Those that were around me, you saw me. I was taking notes the whole time. There was so many good things about this conference. Like I saw so many amazing people on that stage that I've learned from. And I always do that because I come out of that and I have a bunch of notes and I just take a few things from there and I'm gonna go ahead and implement it right away. So for our team was huge because they were present. There's nothing that I could bring from that meeting to anyone that didn't go. I'm sorry, you weren't there. I could talk about it, but it's not the same. They were there, 300 people, and if the 300 people that went there, just 10% of those people do something, my team could just go in 10x. That's the difference, guy. And for me, it's more the impact that is creating in the lives of those people that were there with us. So I'm just super grateful and excited and all of the above.
Diggs, I love that. And one thing that you talked about too, which I think is super important, is being really intentional. Like you're like, I'm at this event. It's only a couple hours. I'm not getting up to go to the bathroom. I'm taking notes at every speaker, even though you're $1 million a month agency owner. So like of all the people on this call who need to be having their butts in the chairs taking notes, it might not be you, right? But you're still there. Like I can learn something from everybody. So you can talk to us about that though. Even if they weren't at the event, I feel like we get in a bad habit of that every day. And I told you I do that sometimes, right? Like we're on Zoom, we're dialing, and then all of a sudden you find yourself, oh, I'm scrolling on TikTok or Instagram, or you find yourself like, oh, I'm running around to do the laundry. So how did you train yourself to be so intentional about where you're at and really plugging into that task?
It wasn't always like that, okay? Because I'm always doing a million things. But I learned that when I focus on something and I just like I have no control. Like my kids they had games, school, this, but I have no control because I'm in West Palm Beach right now. That's the only space and time that I could be at. And I'm like, you know what? I'm taking full advantage of this. And I'm also doing that with my people. Like I'm like, why were you in the hallway? You need to be here. Like I'm always like, why would you do that? Why would you invest money and time and to go talk to someone on the hallway when I have somebody that's making $50,000 on the stage? Like that, it blows my mind every time. Like I go to the hallway and I'm like, what are you doing here? Go inside. And they're not in my team. And I'm like, okay, they're gonna hit me. Let me go. So like you don't do that. You don't do that. I want to be intentional because I don't know about anyone else here, but I don't have time to waste. Like I don't. This opportunity is right now, it's today. Is I don't know if I'm here tomorrow. Like I only have this is the way I live my life. I only have today. If I only had this 24 hours, how I want those 24 hours to be. I don't want to waste any time. And I see a lot of people, unfortunately, that they realize at 5 o'clock, like, oh, sure, I didn't do anything today. And I'm like, my agenda is like boom, 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 nonstop. Like you and I don't even know how, but I mean, we worked, no, I didn't work as hard as you did, but we did so much in one day, guys. I couldn't even tell you what we did in 5 days because my team stayed. Like that, it was 5 days for my team. It wasn't Ignyte and you're going home and that's it. No, 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 no. We're staying here because we're not taking this energy home yet. We're gonna put it to work. We're gonna get on the phones. We're still gonna do more things. And that's the difference. So you just got to be intentional. And I'm saying this now because you're gonna have that opportunity coming up and at the convention. Don't waste that time. That's the best energy inside that room. And what happens inside there, don't go home right away. Because all your problems are they're still waiting for you at home. And if you go there, then you go to the problems. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get on the phones. I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna help these people. So that's the way I look at events.
Yeah, I love that. And Diggs, what do you think about like hearing from other people? Like for your new agents to hear from other people after they only hear from you all the time is super impactful, right?
I was so happy when you agreed to come with me. It's like, oh, she's coming. I'm getting a translator in every room because I'm not talking. They're sick of me already. I'm all day long talking. So for them to hear from other people, and I'm like, oh well, he's saying what you say. I know, but you didn't listen to me. But now you're taking notes, right? You're listening. So you want to do that. Don't be. I'm not gonna be selfish with my team. I want them to listen from you guys, from other people, because Desiree said your training, guys, you and Nicole, I mean, seriously, that was the best training. I was like, I love this. I don't do that. And a lot of my team was like, oh my God, I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing that. Because it was so like on the point. Like, do this, go and do this right now, and this is how you're gonna do it. And those are the things that you just take it and do it, and you see your social media going crazy. So I just love it. I everything, every part of it.
I love that so much, Diggs, and you have inspired us all because your guys' team was crazy. It was like a mosh pit at the Spanish event, guys. I had to say we got to shut it down because I'm getting trampled. I was getting like a stampede when they were getting the leads.
That was
So,
great.
but guys, it's so important what she's talking about, and it doesn't have to be at an event. Like we do this every single day. We're on Zoom dialing, and it's like you're just checking a box. Like I'm here dialing. Like I'm here, I'm on Zoom. Riyadh and Des can see my face. You're like, oh, Nicole told me I had to have my camera on, so I'm here. But it's like then you're scrolling, you're doing something else. Like be intentional wherever your feet are at. Like imagine how much more productive you guys could be, and we could be, and I could be. Same thing for me. If the hours that we had on Zoom and we were actually dialing and keeping track of how much of our talk time is actually there, and just really being like, if I only have 5 hours on Zoom a day, let's say, because I'm part-time or I have another job or I have kids or I have something going on, if I can make sure that I'm intentionally locked into those hours. And that's what you have to do, because it's so easy to get sidetracked. And you think a big agency owner like Digna, like she doesn't need to be at the event. Like, yes, she does. She's taking notes from every single speaker. So being really, really intentional, and you guys can do that tomorrow on Zoom. You can do that on this training call, right? Some of you guys are like, hey, I'm kind of plugged in, but I'm not. And just really be focused on where your feet are at and where your eyes are at. And I think that's super important. Nicole, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Nicole, I felt like this was your best event and your best lock-in. What is something that changed for you? Because you also have a team and you've been here a while, so people think, oh, there's not going to be a change. What's something that changed for you this event?
Honestly, I took after I tried, Digna's hard. I can't fill her shoes or be like her because she's crazy and I love it. But I did try and up the energy at this lock-in because I feel like the last lock-in and the last event there was a lot of negative people and like people upset they weren't making sales. So like, doing little dance parties at our lock-in was super helpful, and just making sure like the energy was super super high the entire time that we were there. Like it was insane the difference that not only in our sales but like in what people are saying now. Like they're like, I'm so thankful I came to the event, like I'm so comfortable to get on Zoom now for the people who weren't getting on Zoom, and just I learned so much. I don't even care I didn't make any sales. I learned so much from everyone there that it was just huge. It was definitely by far our best lock-in, and I think just the best conference overall that we've ever had. So
Yeah, I think that was awesome. Who was your favorite speaker?
honestly, I can't remember what his name is, but he said that he makes like 100,000 a month, and I don't remember who asked him, but somebody was like, "How many hours did you work to hit that $100,000 in a month?" And he was like, "I work 80 hours a week," and that was like it, like kind of hit home because it's like, wow, like you can make that. People make work 80 hours a week for somebody else and don't make nearly 100,000. So it just kind of puts things in perspective. Like you can make that much money in a month if you actually put in the work.
Yeah, that's true. And I feel like we get in the bad habit because now we're independent that we actually end up working less. And it's like, why are we working less when we have such a big opportunity to make more?
Yeah. And I think the other thing that I like took away from it really, like it was like wow, is kind of Des had said something about recruiting earlier, and that was like huge for me. Like I kind of sometimes sit and I'm like, why, how can I get the people on my team more profitable? And it's really it's crazy, but like everyone who is super profitable on stage, like they all have a team as well. It doesn't matter if they started here 2 months ago. Like they started building off the bat, and that's how they're so profitable, because they are literally doing the two things that we do in the business, which is recruiting and selling, and they're doing both of them at a high level. So they're just doubling their income from somebody who's just a personal producer. And I think that was huge. I think I'm usually very lenient on new agents when they come in, like, oh, you can recruit, or just wait if you want, or whatever. And now I'm like, no, like, Sean said something to me too the other day where it's like, dude, it doesn't matter if they're in testing still. Like, they should start recruiting. They should have 10 agents under them before they even get into training. And I'm like, dude, that 100%, that also hit home for me as well.
So we got to step up our game, guys. There's way more people out there that need help. Well, Nicole, you crushed it. Your social media talk was awesome, and I'm just super proud of you. Guys are going to keep going. Afrasia, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Afrasia, you killed it. English, Spanish, lock-in, brought the baby with you. What was your biggest takeaway from this event, or how did this change your goals, if it changed your goals through the end of the year?
Well, I've always known that if I don't go, Digna will kill me. That's number one, just so everybody knows. But it's the energy. Like, I haven't been able to go to an event since last year October, because during the pregnancy I was in bed for 5 months, right? Having the team there and see what they could actually achieve and have that vision change was what was my biggest takeaway. Like, having all those people on stage and them seeing what's possible, that they can actually see and feel the energy of the people that were on stage and now want to do the same thing.
Yeah,
That would
and
be the biggest thing. That it didn't matter. Like, I had a lady that her husband passed less than a week ago that could have said no, I don't want to go, and decided to be there and leave her daughter and be there at that event. And she cried from seeing all the people that were having success, and knowing that she did the right thing by leaving her daughter on standby for a little bit just so she could see the vision for her future.
yeah, that's huge.
And
You guys had an amazing lock-in, and I got to go
yes.
and meet some of your new agents, and that was
Mhm.
huge. You had a bunch of first sales, new agents making
Yes.
first sales.
With I have a girl in particular that quit her job literally last week because I told her that she needed to be there. And she's like, no problem. I just signed the contract, but I'll tell them I'm sorry, I cannot be there. And she did her first sale in the lock-in.
That's so awesome.
And the energy, like, I never saw that. I never got to meet her because she's brand new in person. And just having her there, like, we did bloopers on her first sale because she didn't know what to say. It was crazy. Like, the energy was so contagious that everybody wants to have success. And that's exactly what we need to do. We need to have as many people as possible with us there, because when they see what's going on, when they see the results that people are having, when they are around those people that are on fire, the people that are wanting to do it, right? They're going to push through and they're going to work harder and harder every single time to get the results. And staying, just like Digna says, staying in a place right after coming out of there and working hard to get the results makes a huge difference than when they go home and they start talking to people that were not there, or that people that were holding them back from going to that place. So selling and staying 100% changes the game.
Yeah, I love that. Thanks so much, girl. And guys, think about what she said too. It's like, you don't know what person, like, a lot of times we're scared to recruit or scared to talk to people because of what they're going through. Like, I'll be honest, if someone tells me like, hey, I lost my husband a week ago, I might be like, ooh, should I push them to get to the event or not? Afrasia's like, this could change her life and put her in a position where her future for her and her family is different. So it's like, we can't be nervous to tell people and to ask them based on what they're going through, right? And a lot of times we get scared to say, like, I don't know if we should tell them, maybe we shouldn't promote the event, or we let them off the hook. Like, Des is like, well, I got this going on, and it's like, okay, Des, you don't have to go. Like, it seems like we're pushing them too far, but you don't know what impact this is going to have on them. Or you tell that girl who just signed a contract at a brand new job, hey, come here instead. That seems a little crazy, but now she's making sales here, and this is going to end up being so awesome for her. So guys, we all have to get out of our comfort zones with that. And I do that really, like, I'm guilty of that too, where I'm like, well, they seem like they're good, so I'm not going to say anything. And it's like, no, they're not good. And here's the deal. If they come here and it doesn't work out, then that's fine, but at least I tried. Because what if they come here and it changes their life completely? So that's super awesome. Riyadh,
Yep.
what'd you feel? What was your biggest takeaway? Does this change your goals for the year at all? What are you thinking?
I wish I had like some secret sauce to give you guys, but it's honestly the same stuff that we've been saying for the past few years. It's just good to get to those things, to have it kind of validated over and over, because we get into our like daily routine and we forget about the stuff that we can really get out of this business. So I think the two things for me is number one, and someone said this to me a few months ago. I think I brought it up on one of the last calls, but you need to be thinking more of like a business owner rather than a sales agent, because every single person on this call, you guys are 1099. You own your business, right? It's so easy for us to get caught up in, oh, I just sell life insurance. It's way more than that. And when you get to an event like that, and it's crazy because I've been here 4.5 years, I've seen a lot of people come and go, but I'm thinking back to last convention. There's people that weren't even a part of FFL that are making 150 grand a month passively now that we're on stage at that event. Like there's a kid, he's only been with FFL for like 8 months. His name is Tanner. You guys probably heard him. He's like, he only did 2,000 of personal sales, but he's like 150,000 of team volume, right? We are building businesses. We're not just selling insurance. You sell insurance to be able to fund building your business, right? You sell insurance to be able to put money back into your business so you can actually build something. So I think I got away from that for a while, and it's biting me in the butt now, but I've kind of reevaluated, what I need to be doing and where I need to go from here. And then the next thing is just having a little more urgency. Things have changed a lot in the last 4.5 years. I don't think they'll get worse, but things will always change, guys. Right? Things will always change. Right now, there's a train that's moving really fast, and I want to make sure I'm on like one of the front seats to build this business, because it's not always going to stay the same, right? And you might not be able to have the ability to work as much, or, who knows what could happen. But I think just this last one has had more of an effect on me than any one that I've been to, and it was just a conference, right? But I think I've gained the perspective that it's like the time is now, and you really need to like put your foot down and pedal to the metal with this business and not take it for granted, because it can get you to where you want to be extremely fast. And then I do want to give shout out to my favorite speaker, which every time he just kills it, but he's more of a speaker that will get you to believe in yourself, because he sounds like when he started, he didn't believe in himself. So the guy almost made me cry too. Trey, anyone listen to Trey? Like, it's just like incredible how he can put into words like where we're all kind of at, or where we have been with this business. And every single time, and he's such a good speaker too, but every single time he speaks, I'm like, damn, been there before, felt that. It's all on me. Like everyone is capable of this. Like Sean said, I can't remember if he said it at the personal event, but everyone has been given God-given talents to be able to do whatever they want to do in life, right? It's just, are you going to wake up early and do it? Are you going to stay up late and do it? Are you going to take advantage of what's in front of you to actually get you to where you want to be? So that was amazing. And just like I said, just urgency and validation that I need to be doing the right things with this business, because you guys could go to a captive company and make, $5,000 a month if you wanted to just be an agent. You guys aren't. You're all here, 1099, able to build a massive business that can change the trajectory of not only your life, but a lot of other people's lives, right? It's not just about me. It's about, can I get every single person that I'm telling about this business to a certain point? And also, I think back on the person that brought me into this business was only 2 months ahead of me. If they didn't post on social media or talk about an hour an appointment, making $1,500, I would have never found this. I would have never quit my job, and I would never be here doing what I love to do, right? They were only 2 months in.
Yeah.
They're not even here anymore, right? But all of you guys that are like struggling to like figure out the sales part, you should be telling other people, because you have people that can validate the model, like Digna, like Marissa, like Nicole, like Dom. Like there's so many people that you can be like, hey, They do it. They make 20 grand a month. They make 30 grand a month. They make 250,000 a month, right? You don't actually need to sell because everyone on this team has your back to be able to point you in the direction for some sort of training, right?
Yeah.
So
I love that.
that's all I got. I'm excited for a convention. I make it a point to be at an event every 3 months. You just need it. You need it with this business.
Yeah, and you guys, and I love that so much, Rand, what you said. The train is moving fast, and I want to not make sure I'm just on the train, but I'm in one of the front seats. I don't know if you just made that up, but that was like pretty powerful. That was pretty legit right there. So the train is moving, guys, and we have an amazing opportunity here. So that's so awesome. Wait, I just saw Gio jumped on. Gio, can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Gio, you've been in the business a long time. But you were doing paper apps. And we talked about this the other day. And I would love to hear you kind of talk about the event, but also like how does this opportunity keep getting better? Is it as good as it's always been? Like for you have been here a long time, like what is your kind of takeaway from all this?
Yeah, we definitely I definitely aged myself on that for sure. But
No.
yeah, it's been a while, and it was just the latter part, I should say, when we were doing paper apps through Transamerica, so not that long ago. But yeah, most definitely was here when we were still doing that. A lot of changes, whereas I mean, definitely not the same opportunity at all. And I was telling Digna earlier today in the team that last year, Ignyte, it was the event that retained me in the industry. I was almost on my way out. And this year for me, it did what it was supposed to do. It reignited the passion. Not that I ever lost it, but just seeing the amount of success, seeing the amount of growth that is going on because of today's opportunity, because of today's system, because of today's platform, right? And just overall, all over around us, there's people looking for a change, looking for an opportunity, praying for something to happen. And we have the opportunity to be that blessing, to be that answer prayer for people. So, and I'm talking to me, right? Because funny enough, you helped me make a video with Sean because I have been that secret agent, right? And I'm ready to pretty much scream it, to everyone, let everybody know that this in fact is the best business ever out there, that you can literally change your life just like as much as it has changed us. And even if you haven't even made a sale yet, it's been a life-changing opportunity. And then I mentioned to you and Sean as well, there was a Diego Diaz. He's been with us for 2 months, right? No sales. For whatever reason, it just didn't happen. But the one thing that he has not done is didn't quit. He didn't give up. He kept on showing up. Ignite was his first event, his first locking the days after that. And just seeing the growth that has happened in his life alone in the last 2 months is just incredible. Just being able to see what the team, the system has done for him and his life overall. I mean, we won't get into all the details, but seeing him sell his fares, submit his first application during the locking, it was so fulfilling. And that is the excitement that I have with me, and that is going to continue to carry on. Thank you, Marissa. Thank Sean, for everything that you guys have done. You know how given and loving and amazing Digna and Willie are. The reason that I'm back, here and building, it's 100% them. And the best way that I'm going to be able to pay them is by growing. So.
Yeah, well, Gio, we love you and we're just excited for you. And I love how you said that because a lot of people on our team, guys, no more secret agent, right? Gio's like walking around like no one knows like what the heck's going on, selling 40K a month, and he's not telling anybody about it, and he's not posting on social media, and he's kind of over here like I'm like, Gio, you sell 40 grand a month? He's like, yeah, I sell 40 grand a month, but I'm just over here. And I'm like, Gio, you do 100 grand a month. Like you're doing 100, 150 with your team. Like, yeah. And he's just like over here, like no big deal. So it's so important because you said no more secret agent. I'm really excited for you. But there's a lot of us on this call, guys, that can take away from that if you are, you know, not only, I mean, even if you're not doing it, you should be shouting about the opportunity. But if you're being secret agent, and I know like Riyadh has done that in the past too, right? Where you have a lot of value and you bring a lot to the table, and a ton of people want to work with you guys, and a ton of people can learn from you. I'm like, Gio, you're doing 40K, like what the heck? I'm sending my new agents to you because you're gonna be training them now. Like what the heck are we talking about? Right? But the point is, guys, like if you are doing what you say you're doing, like people want to work with you, you have value, you should be shouting from the rooftops, making videos, join my team. There's a lot of people that don't do what you do, and they don't, you know, they're shouting from the rooftops. Like they should be joining people who are great with clients, great with agents, and you guys should have the confidence to talk about yourself and say, hey, this is what I bring to the table, this is what I bring to my agents, this is what I can show you how to do, and I can help you do the same thing. So I also love that so much, Gio, because a lot of people on this call can use that confidence of like, I'm okay to talk about myself and say that I can mentor you and I can help you sell and I can show you how to build a big team and be okay with that. So no one on this call, guys, not Gio or anybody else, is being secret agent anymore. We're all going to be shouting about this opportunity. And I'm really, really excited. And honestly, guys, we had so many new agents there. I would love to talk to each and every one of you and hear about your first experience, guys. But the point of this, and I think the biggest takeaway for all of us, it sounds like, is one, even though we're doing really well, we can be doing more. Like even me today, I'm like, I can be recruiting way more. I can be helping more people. I can be helping my managers more. I can be, you know, I'm thinking one lock-in is a lot. Digna's got me going to 8 in one day. I'm like, okay, well, apparently one lock-in isn't enough. So next time we're gonna set a record and be like, can we do 10 or 15 in a day, Diggs? I'll have to drive. We talked about this because if Digna drives, it's gonna take us 2 years. But if I drive, we can do it all in one day. Okay. No, but the point is, guys, we can just be doing more. We can be helping more people. So even if you're at a place where you're cool with what you're doing, like there's a lot of people out there who need our help. I think also a big takeaway, guys, everyone said the same thing that we heard from on the call, is like you see everyone that's doing it and they don't have anything special. And you really realize like they don't have anything that we don't have. They're not doing anything that we don't do. They don't live in a secret, you know, sales place. They don't live in a they don't, you know, they didn't have more money coming in. They're not some secret awesome superhero salesperson. They don't know millions of people to recruit. Like we all started from the same place and we're all in the same place and we have a huge, huge opportunity. So I'm just excited for quarter 4, guys. I think we are going to crush it and we should have. Now, one thing, guys, I do want to say, and this is me biased towards our team, but also the best. I love you guys so much and I'm so proud of you guys because at every single event that we go to, I am not messing around. People come up to me all the time and they say, your team is the nicest team, the most respectful team. Your guys' team has the most integrity. Every agent on Inspire that we talk to is so sweet to us and they offer us advice and they let us sit with them and they're just the most humble, nicest people. And I think that like means more to me than anything. Every time people always like, everyone I talk to on your team saying hi to me and they take pictures with me. And it's just really awesome, the culture that we have built. And that's thanks to you guys and our managers and our new agents and everyone. I mean, people always come up to me, oh, who, you know, this person's on your team. And I'm like, yeah, they're on my team. They're just so nice and so humble. And it just really means a lot to me because guys, at the end of the day, we want to sell a lot and we want to grow, but that means more to me than anything. And I just can't thank you guys enough for that. And I'm so proud of you guys. So let's keep crushing it. Quarter 4, we're going to crush it, guys, and start promoting convention now. Next team call, we're going to have a bunch of announcements about convention and our award ceremony and things like that. But for right now, guys, get registered. Start planning your flights, start getting your hotels, guys. Start now, especially if you're not in the financial position. So that way in 3 months when it's, you know, your back's against the wall, it's not as hard. Right? Get on and get flights right now for $50. Get on and get hotels right now for $50. Like you guys can make this happen. Get with your team. Start booking Airbnbs before everybody starts to jump into Airbnbs. Start getting this stuff now while it makes sense. And also, guys, be recruiting to this event. It's going to be in Dallas, but you can be recruiting now and saying, hey, guys, we're going to get you going. We're going to get you contracted. And this is going to be your first event. It's going to be 2026 annual convention. You should get all your new agents there because it's just like what Digna said. It's that third party validation of everyone's hearing from you all the time. And then you get them in this event. And then it's like they get to hear from so many other people. So you guys are the best. I love you all. I wish I could have literally, I mean, I wanted to have Elise. It was her first time talking. Jenna killed it on stage. Like so many people, guys. We just don't have enough time, but we are going to hear from everybody as much as we can. And we love you all. I'm so proud of everyone that spoke on stage. The Spanish convention was like literally insanity. I don't even know if it should be legal, to be honest, but it was awesome. So I love you guys. Let's get back on the phones, guys. You guys have my number. Reach out to me and let's absolutely crush it this last quarter. I'll talk to you guys soon.